What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Alpha May. We looking cute. We looking clean. Come say it with me. We looking sexy.
Sexy.
And we got a show today. Does the truth even matter? Politics, race, religion, tribalism, all that. Does the truth even matter anymore? And is Generation Z lazy? Because I done heard a lot of lazy. Old people always say the younger generation lazy. Are we those people, or is it true? We're gonna get into it, and of course, today I'm with Lee Alpha, another La Alpha, Unico, Joe Williams, host of Do You Hear Me? How you doing today, Joe?
Do you hear me? And have you heard? What's good, my boy? I'm out here. I feel great. You came up with this topic here today, and I'm excited. Am I supposed to pause for our intro at this point, or can we keep going?
Do the intro.
Intro. Rain down on me. Boom. Listen here. We here doing my favorite show that we do. You know, I love my show that I do. I love all the other different shows that I do. I love Keeping 99. I love doing that one. We talk about a lot of I like this show because we just be chilling. I just wrap my hair up and I just be chilling, man. My boy Zell May, he got a styrofoam cup with him right now. He been sipping on it.
It's right.
And whatever. So you've been doing that. You've been on that Future stuff at this point.
No,
you've been doing with Future. I've heard.
No, we ain't on that. By the way, you see down the bottom, hit that follow button, and then you go see in a minute that subscribe. We doing that whole new thing. Hope y'all like it. You see, it's saying subscribe right now. Do it, please. Yeah. If you love the content, please. If you don't know, keep we gonna entertain you as well as talk about the thing you were here to talk about. And by the way, I want y'all to know that for the people that been here, right? Do you notice the new angle I'm at? Because this is how I'm normally. And it's the camera.
No. For the people that are listening, Zell May is at a new angle, and I put up air quotes. But for the people that are watching, Zell May, Lay Alpha, is at a new angle. So go in the chat, and I want y'all to go find the videos that he's done this angle at, whether that's been on Zell Theory, whether it's been on Monday Morning Quarterback. You know how we do every Monday. We do what we do. Backseat Gaming, we coming at you. That's coming. Go in the chat and link all the videos that he's done at it. Or matter of fact, if you really love me, give me a montage of every time he's done this angle, because this is not the first time he's done this angle.
Is actually even behind my computer. I can't even have a way to get it behind the computer before.
Nobody knows that. We just know that we've seen you like this before.
Well, how did you see if you can never get the
Twitter? Do your job, please. Get on it. Get on your job, man. What is the truth? I don't know if you behind your computer or not. I don't know. I don't know that right now.
Y'all, Joe literally got a picture of the
No, I don't.
I said, Joe,
no, I don't.
Let's see what you said, Joe. Joe literally has an angle of the. What did you say in the group chat? It's in the group message. Let's go to it. What do you say?
There's nothing in the group chat. You're literally.
His literal response is show out. It shows the new ring light, a $60 ring light that I paid $30 for. Shout out to Amazon. Y'all doing y'all thing out there. But yeah.
Shout out to Amazon for sure, man. I can't wait to see it on Saturday.
Yeah, and it has a thing that holds up like a phone, but I used it to hold up my webcam. So I stationed it behind the computer and behind the monitor at the dopest angle with this amazing light. I know y'all know, like, that boy looking different. I know. Joe don't notice, bro. I see how y'all women feel.
I've literally seen. First of all, I'm not your man and I'm not your woman. I'm not supposed to be noticing them little subtle things. But listen, I just want y'all to know that Lay Alpha is doing the best that he can to keep on trying to give us a high quality, good quality content every single time. Whether I notice it or not, I just get on here and talk to the man. You know what I'm saying? I just get on here and talk to the man. The man has literally given me a whole curriculum of stuff to study as far as our production quality and like, you know, Joe, what if I'm not here? That kind of stuff. He's given me that. I appreciate it, by the way. And I have to use my weekend to study this, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. And I appreciate our CEO / producer. I appreciate him doing that. And that's just what I gotta do. So thank you for because you see the quality of our last 2 episodes of Keep It 99. And our last few episodes have been a lot better from a quality standpoint because Zell May's been telling me where to spend all my goddamn money. So with that being said.
And by the way, he got more stuff coming. So the Twitch is coming. The Twitch is coming.
We don't need to speak on that yet. We don't need to speak on that.
Oh, it's a shot.
We don't need to speak on that yet because I've heard so much toxic stuff going on because, you know, the truth when it comes to Twitch and all that stuff is, you know, they just like who they like. And
hold up,
you ain't popping unless you got, you're not popping unless you got trolls. So I guess the more haters I got, the better it is. So we'll see what happens. I feel like somebody gonna call me a bum bitch. and shout out to Flight White, all them.
Yo, by the way, I want somebody. When last time I streamed, a dude said, "Bro, you look like a Ninja Turtle," and I bust out laughing.
I'm good with that. I want a mortal enemy. Come in every time we do any type of live or anything. I want a mortal enemy. Come on. Zell May getting lit off that Sprite. He getting lit off that Sprite. That's just like that Casamigos. This is that Sprite.
This regular Sprite. I gotta go up and take somebody to the doctor in the morning. I can't be doing that crazy early too.
Let him sit up and lie to you if you want to. That's all right. We keep it real on here. We never fake about nothing. We definitely ain't fake about no relationship around this way. Child, please. Man, listen,
before we start,
I need to get into this. Go ahead.
Don't you got people that want to host with you? That's why he got this curriculum. He got people that want to get on shows with him. You know what I mean? That's Anchor. Go follow.
Facts. So with that being said, you know, my heart is somewhere in Twitter right now. It's somebody that I really did because we don't get to see. This is pertaining to an NBA player. His heart is hurting. I feel like, you know, my heart is hurting right now too. I'm going through somewhat of a breakup, if you will. We call it breakup. You know, in my life, that just means we don't fool with each other no more for our own reasons. But my heart goes out to PJ Washington if all these allegations are true about Brittany Renner. For those of you that don't know, apparently Brittany Renner was going to Kentucky games at 25 years old, 26 years old, and going to see 18-year-old PJ Washington at Kentucky games, got with him as a rookie. We know how rookie contracts are. If you're not top 10, we know how those contracts go. But she got him, and allegedly they got married during COVID season. During COVID, you know, we always in our feelings during COVID. We was locked in the house. Anybody that wanted to come over to your crib, if you live by yourself or even if you got roommates, anybody wanted to come to your crib, you was down for it because you just hadn't had human contact. You've seen in our other shows, I said my homies is at the gas station and at the grocery store because that was the only place we was allowed to go legally. PJ Washington of the Charlotte Bobcats, he got with this girl, and matter of fact, they spent so much time together, they got married during the lockdown, and they conceived a child. Well, after the baby was born, she filed for divorce, allegedly, secretly. And she putting the man on child support. $200,000. Now, mind you, the whole point of this episode, the whole flow, I want y'all to think about truth. Truth, y'all. And so, man, I'm gonna let you go here. I know you about to go in. I love when you go in. I like leading you in, but I like giving you other stuff to say real quick because I'm gonna just throw my thoughts out there. Mind you, Zelmay and I don't talk about this before we go. We don't talk about our thoughts. When we start getting into it, we say, no. We always cut each other off. So this is candid, raw conversation.
That's what What's 99 is.
That's all it is. We just chilling. I got my bonnet on today. We kicking it. Matter of fact, let me take the glasses off for this one.
Yeah, keep it 99 more scripted, so this one's more chill.
Do I look like Stefan? So what I'm saying to you is this. There's two truths to this. Some people are saying that PJ Washington was groomed. Because I gotta believe, because we all know, shout out to the E-date that just happened a couple of days ago. Shout out to Aiden and them. But Tiana Trump was on an E-date thing, but Tiana Trump is a big homie, a best friend of Brittany Renner. She said a lot of things during this E-date that make you just think, but also there was some footage that was already surfaced before PJ even got with her about how if you want to come up, mess with an athlete. She did that. And they're allegedly saying that PJ Washington has been ordered to pay this woman $200,000 a month, y'all, to Brittany Renner in child support. Zelmay, where do you find this? Where do you find the truth at in this? Where's the truth at? Where do you think it's at?
First off, we got to shout out Kaepernick. Kaepernick said, "You paying for your own trip? You paying for your own hotel? I ain't paying for nothing. You signing this information, and that's it. We not playing with you."
Hold on. Are you saying that Colin Kaepernick has been with Brittany Renner?
According to her book, allegedly, her book herself, she wrote it. She said it. Cap never denied it. It's alleged, but she said it. She said he made him pay. Look how horrible he is. He made me pay for stuff. I hope that make y'all think about this.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible. At this point,
she wrote a whole book about this, by the way, scamming people, hustling.
Shout out to my boy CVV Bake. He's definitely pushing the hell out of Scamisode right now. Go back and watch Scamisode if you want to hear about Scammer. So what you're telling me is that there's that these Instagram models, quote unquote, they are going out and taking these trips, because I've seen some girls that are Instagram models, but they look kind of good. They average about 200 likes or something like that. They get flew out. It happens. But are you telling me? So Kaepernick was like, "Hey, you get an opportunity to be with me, Colin Kaepernick," and then PJ Washington was just a young boy that's like, "Oh my gosh, you seen Brittany Renner? I get to rock with her. She want to hang out tonight," and she put it on him. What do you think about this? Because people on the internet, now again, this whole episode is about truth. It's about truth, y'all. What's the truth? Did she groom this young man? Because I feel like if I'm 18, 19, I'm going. I ain't going to say I'm a marry her. No, I'm not going to get into the mental part of it. Well, let's let the discussion evolve a little bit. But they're saying that they're saying that Brittany groomed him. And the other side of it is like, nah, we was kicking it and y'all don't know what really happened in our relationship. Maybe he's just an asshole. So what are your thoughts on this? This is a thing.
One thing you cannot deny is you cannot deny evidence. Evidence says she said herself, get with the athlete. They don't use condoms. They're stupid.
A whole video came out.
It's an easy come up. And then she laughed because athletes are dumb. She basically, before she met him, laid out the plan that she procured. By the way,
she did it in a drive-through. She did it in a drive-through of somewhere. Like she looked like she was in a drive-through when she so nonchalant, feet kicked up, like mess with an athlete because they're so dumb.
Interesting concept. Be wary of where people come from. Always know where people come from. Brittany Renner is from the coast. I met her when I was on a beta club trip in the 6th grade. She was freckled faced, nerdy looking girl. She named like Brittany. So she came up. If you know, Joe, you know where she from, right? She from the coast. But she from Michigan, but she moved to the coast. Her and her sister Lexi. So Yeah, so basically, no. Watch out for girls that used to be nerds and go bad. When they get bad, when they go from nerds. Because, let's be honest, let's go to the psychological concept. When we was in 6th grade, people might wasn't looking at her like that. So when she say, hey, these dudes don't want me like that, she got bad. She went to Jackson State, got on the soccer team.
Shut up, boy. It said she got bad.
Hey, she played
She was
soccer,
she was on the boom in the South. She was on the boom in the South.
She was on the soccer team, man. She played soccer, bro.
Okay.
So people that don't know, she be like, oh, you ain't telling the truth.
We know she does play soccer. She's got some videos of her doing some soccer tricks.
Hey, I know stuff. I don't know if she played for the team, but I know she was playing soccer. I don't know if it was the rec league or the summer team. I didn't go to Jackson State. I don't know. She would have been a year. She would have been a year below me or ahead of me. I can't remember.
I find out. Don't worry about it. I'll find out. I got some connections in Jackson State. We'll find out.
But yeah, my old connections. I ain't talked to them in a while, so I wouldn't even think about it. But you got to be thinking about that concept of getting back, being that nerdy girl who got bad, and like this tribalism thing that goes on that we see. We be like, oh, y'all just hating because she got her bag. I'm like, bro, if a dude got with a girl at 18 or possibly 17, like right when they got up, and then got her pregnant and left, y'all have been upset. Oh, it's not the same. Yes, it is. And she basically got with a young kid who saw an Instagram model. He probably, like I said, Brittany Renner is a year younger than me, or maybe 2 years. I don't know, somewhere around there. She's at least 28 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I was in beta club when I met her at the thing, so she was around my age. And it's an 18-year-old kid. I think he's 20, what now? 22? 23? 24, whatever he is. But
I'm a fact check this. Our interns actually been they back in school. Our interns are back in school, so we don't get all that.
So y'all be our interns. Let us know in the comments how old everybody is, because information is just thrown out there and we don't know. I know how old she is because, like I said, she ran my age, but
22.
So he's 22 right now. Okay.
She's a baby.
She's my age. She saw a young athlete. She already been with athlete. She know the game. She's Instagram model famous. Very famous, by the way, for people that don't know. That was right after she did that little Tiana Trump scoop thing. That they did that little fake thing that she was supposed to do, but she never dropped the tape or whatever.
Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was first in line to see that one.
So she already scamming. So young homie got with her. Young homie got with her and like, yo, I pulled Tiana Trump. You know how young homies is, dog. He ain't even a first 10-round pick, dog. Yo, I'm not even a top. I ain't Lonzo Ball and them. I'm me. I pulled Brittany Renner, so she must got that. Them athletes still going forward, so she must got some. And she put it on my boy. My boy got whipped. Now he up here 3 years later, kind of his fault. He should have been able to read the tea leaf. She wrote a whole book on scamming these people, man. So he should have read the tea leaf. And ultimately, now he's on Twitter writing sad posts every day. Yo, he writes a lot of sad posts. Like, them tweets are sad, bro.
People are likening his tweets to the newest Drake album. They're saying his tweets is basically like he listened to Drake's album before it's coming out. Shout out to that. We'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about the whole Pusha T, Drake, Kanye, who's going to drop first thing. We'll talk about that next week on one of our other shows. But yeah, at this point, yeah, it's like that. It's like that.
But yeah, man, you gotta think about it. But like I said, people get in this tribalism state. And what do we mean by does the truth even really matter? People picked a side in this. People want to know what we were talking about while we bringing this up. People pick their side. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't matter what the truth is. People gonna pick the side they want.
What do you think the percent of people let's talk about public opinion.
I think most of the people.
Where do you think what's the percentage of people when it comes to of public opinion? What percent do you think is on Brittany's side, like, hey, we just fell out, or are on the side of PJ Tucker, like you took advantage of him? So tell me the percentage of that.
I think it was
What's the ratio?
I think it was 50-50 till like yesterday
What happened yesterday?
when that tape dropped. And then people like, oh, she a scammer. Then I start seeing more women like, oh, she was with him when he was 18. So I was like, okay, it's sort of shifting. It's sort of shifting. Now people put her in the likes with Future. As horrible human being.
Oh, wait. First of all, we're not going to do Deacon Future like that. We're not going to do him.
What the perception of the people is.
There's respect for Future. There's not respect for Brittany Renner at this point. In my opinion, I respect.
I know them Nola.
No, I don't respect it because I mean, if you have a maybe if she loves that child, like yeah, I got a bag off your daddy, cool. But I love you. I don't have a problem with that. And I set up a situation for I wanted to have a child, and I want to have him a good life. And so I just bagged a dad that's gonna make sure that you good.
Yo, them Nola girls loving it right now. They about that scam these.
Don't tell me back home. I don't need to. Listen, I just got back from vacation. I'm not. I don't need to go to the bayou right now.
Yeah, you be in Baton Rouge, that's what they about, bro. You know how many people I know been robbed by them, but they had their home, they had their niggas with them in the back. You drive up, tell them to meet them in Monticello, pull up on them and rob them blind, put them in the draw, tied up.
I'll go the long way to Houston at this point. I'm not going through Baton Rouge, Port Arthur, and Houston because it ain't nothing but trouble. You can stop at a gas station that don't sell nothing but boiled peanuts, and you're gonna run into trouble, man. I'm not going that. If I gotta go to Houston, I'm going directly to Houston. I might have to fly over. I might instant transmission in Houston. I'm not touching anything from Baton Rouge all the way to Houston. Nothing but trouble. But I love y'all. That's why I'm flying over y'all, because I want better for me. I want better for me.
Shout out to Nola, bro. Nola, they about that hustle. They about that scamming. Shout out to Scammer one more time. But
shout out to Scammer. I can't wait to send him this video, man. He about to go nuts. Hey, shout out to my boy D Bake, CVV Bake. He out there on SoundCloud. Y'all Detroit cats. Y'all thought y'all had it going on with the scamming. No, CVV Bake, he's done that, man. Make sure to go to SoundCloud, go download that. It's going down, man. But yeah, that's why I got. You got anything else? I mean, because it's an 18-year, $42 million contract that Brittany Renner and PJ Washington signed together. If you do the math, if it's true, that is $200,000 a month.
He better have. As my boy said, he better every 25. Shout out to young homie Florida. My boy better every 25. Because he got a long way to him, boy. I tell you that. He better every.
He can be my roommate if he want to.
He better every 25 points a game.
So he can still look rich. And then he can just like rent really nice Airbnbs for a night if you're going to take a girl back. You know what I'm saying? So he can room with me. And then we pay these little regular people bills. And then, they just get them on Airbnb. You know what I'm talking about? You come on, Zell, man. I got this going. PJ Washington, if you want a roommate and you still want to live the lavish life because you didn't allegedly cut your paycheck basically in half. Bruh, she's expecting for you to make $42 million in your career somehow. So you have to ball out.
By the way,
Jello's on the way too. So don't forget that. Jello's on the way. He might be taking some minutes up. So I'm just saying.
Speaking of what Joe was talking about, does the truth really matter? Taking it to the Airbnb, tell us your house. Truth don't matter no more.
The truth don't matter.
It appears that the truth don't matter. As we want to talk about next, we're gonna get a little bit of a silly topic that's serious at the same time.
Hold on. Let me bring this in real quick. I got a really good introduction. Here it goes. So now that we're done with the eggplant emoji and the squirt emojis and all that, some people just really like to lick vegetables. Can you get into that? Can you tell us about this? Speaking of licking vegetables.
Yeah, so this woman apparently, and I forgot where she's from, but she apparently disliked this mask policy, right? She said this mask policy, people are insane. They are crazy. They are being manipulated. There is something wrong with people. They don't think for themselves. So she went out and licked vegetables. She licked doorknobs because everybody else is insane, Joe. Unico, everyone else is insane. So she licked the doorknob. She literally licked a doorknob because you're insane. You're crazy. You're wearing a mask. What is wrong with you? I'm going to lick this doorknob to prove that you're crazy. I'm not the crazy one. How is she not arrested? Is that legal? Can you just lick people's food? Shouldn't she have to pay for that? Did she put it back on the other food?
She should pay for I think that she should pay for everything she licks in that store. If that's like, if I gotta pay for vitamin C pills, which is what she thinks licking things is doing for her, she gotta pay for what she licks, bruh.
And my whole point in this is she did this because she said they are insane. Like, masks don't work. The truth doesn't matter. To her, the truth don't matter. It's whatever she thinks. She will accept whatever information that the people that agree with her give her, rather than give thought to it. And that's a problem everywhere. We're gonna get more into that in a minute before we get like a real serious topic, because we talking mostly jokey stuff, and then we're gonna get into the serious stuff in a minute. We ain't gonna be on it too long because y'all want to have fun, y'all want to chill, y'all want to enjoy. I want y'all to think. Tell me in the comments, if you thought other people was crazy, would you lick a doorknob? Y'all are crazy, and I just start licking mics. Am I Rudy Gobert?
Think about it. Doesn't make sense. Update. She's from Colorado, so maybe she was hella blowed. I don't know what kind of strand they got up there in Denver. We're gonna have to. We need Wes in as a special commentator on what they got going on up there.
Yo, what was they doing that made them into zombies? Wasn't that bath salt in Florida?
Bath salt. I believe the first. It was Colorado and then Florida. That was like the first people was like, let me eat your face.
Did a dude eat like a dude face and the police was shot him in the head? Like, yo, this is insane.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah.
And y'all talking about, we're gonna talk about this in a minute, but y'all talking about vaccines. Make y'all zombies. Take some bath salt. You'll bite a man's face off. You're not even Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson on shrooms heavy too.
We're not here for that right now. So let's save that for Keep It 90. Actually, let's just we want to see him do something crazy off of shrooms.
I think it makes him relax.
And then
I think he just think he meet God. But back to where her name Jody. Is it Jody or something like that?
Her name is Jody out of Colorado, and germs fortify your immune system. That's what she's saying. That's what she said.
So she licked the doorknob. Okay.
She's licking glass with white. Okay, so for our viewers that are watching YouTube, and then for our listeners, y'all not seeing this, but she's licking a case, like the glass door of the alcohol chambers, if you will. And White Claw is where she decided to lick at. And we already have our own thoughts about White Claw. Go ahead, Zelmay. I'm sorry.
Yo, I want to know your comment. If you think wearing a mask is crazy to save yourself, would you lick a doorknob? Like that's insane. Like, where did she get this information where germs make you stronger? By the way, that's true. It strengthens
there's some truth to that.
You strengthen your immune system because your white blood cells get used to fighting germs. Also, that's why being in shape is, for the people who say everything's fat phobic, you should be okay with being fat. You can, but just know later on in life, there is complications. Your white blood cells fight harder and all that. That's science, so you don't have to argue with that. But that's later on in your life, so live your life happy and then try to get it right later on. But yo, bro, like, people think it's just heart attacks and stuff, bro. No, it's not just heart attacks. Your body literally fights white blood cells and everything. And just like you should follow the guidance of science, you should follow us on Google Podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. Subscribe, all that. It's on the bottom of the screen. You see it every 5 minutes. Do it. We don't have to say it as much no more. This is just for the listener. Sorry, YouTube, you got to deal with it. But yeah, man, the science, oh, that's bro. Like we just disagree with science now. She's literally these people that's like anti-vaxxers because she believes something she believes, which we're gonna get into. We're gonna talk. Let's get into it. Let's go into the serious topic. We're 30 minutes
So
in.
may I ask? So may I ask? Has the coronavirus just been theater?
It is.
And has it been political theater? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Before the vaccine came out, bruh, I went to a wedding. I sat right next to my cousins. I played random card games at a table during said wedding, during the said like after effects, and I mean after the wedding and all that stuff, all the after events. I hollered at some girls during this type of time. We didn't have no mask on. I wasn't taking it down or nothing. I was talking to them. And matter of fact, just as recently as a couple of weeks on my vacation, this gal outside of 4th Avenue, she had her mask on. And she finally like kind of took it down, and my cousin shot his shot at her like, I knew when you took that mask off, you looked as good as I thought you did. But we was like not that far from each other. But she took it down. But we at the club. So everybody's put themselves in a risky situation. So all this is happening. So I asked this to you. Is this political theater? Because there's a truth that people that are Republicans that they believe in. And there's a truth that, you know, the other side believes in. Democrats and Republicans, people who follow either one, they both believe in what they believe. And they both have their own truth. And the other's truth is a lie. Both of them will say, like my good cousin Pat says, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but a lie. And the truth ain't in it. Zelma, your thoughts on this?
Hey, listen. The truth is just what you said. Their truth versus their truth. Facts don't even matter. Facts don't exist. I don't believe what they believe because they're conservative. I don't believe what they believe because they're liberal. They're socialists. There's Nazis. It doesn't matter. Nothing else matters because they're always wrong. No matter what science is proven, I'm going to only accept people and that say facts that I agree with. So if that's the thought, whether it's black, white, LGBTQ, straight, binary, non-binary, if you agree with whatever, it's based on how I feel and what I believe, and I'm gonna believe in the science and the facts that I choose to, because if it disagree with me, it's wrong. Which means basically facts don't does that qualify as facts don't matter?
Yes, that all qualifies as facts don't matter because you believe.
You choose to believe what you believe. You pick and choose which to believe.
Universally, 2 + 2 is 4, right?
Yeah, what if somebody decided it's a dot? Like, who decided this?
Exactly. That's who decided that the apple was an apple and the orange was the orange. Who's to say that the orange was not the apple and the apple is the orange? And that takes me back to Metal Gear Solid, Sons of Liberty. No, I'm just playing. That's the most like that whole, if you play that game, shout out to Hideo Kojima for bringing this subject up. All I was doing was trying to sneak around, do some sneak around stuff, play some fireballs battles. He brought up memes. And this is back in like 2004, maybe 2000. It was 2004, 2003, something like that. And he was like, it's all just a simulation. Yeah, Raiden, if you don't know this whole story, basically is just they're trying to simulate Metal Gear Solid 1 and telling this guy that you're not doing a simulation. And it turns out it's all really a simulation, but he's doing it in real life. And they're just showing you how they can manipulate the media and everything through whatever they're manipulating. It's a crazy story. It is what it is, but that's the first time I heard the word meme. So it like information and how it's sent to people, information and how people take it, it's to be interpreted as its own. And that even brings me to another one of Hideo Kojima's, one of his best games, which is the Phantom Pain, Phantom Pain.
I don't.
He said It's up to you. This can be Snake's story or it could be your own story. It's up to you. You can interpret it how you want to. I don't know if it's canon or not. I just made this game, and it's up to you how you interpret it. And that's how. So there's people that's actually fighting online about what this game is really about. Is it about Big Boss, or is it about an imposter that was Big Boss?
By the way, can we give a shout out to somebody else that believes in this theory that facts are only facts? By the way, if you haven't listened to Have You Heard, Governor Cuomo has resigned, and he said the clearest thing of facts don't matter I have ever heard. He said, I'm not a pervert, I'm Italian. That's how we do. We love with our hands. That was a horrible Italian accent, by the way. I want people to know that was terrible.
It was. Also, I gotta ask you, what was the down thing for? I looked at my phone and I looked at our chat and I'm like, what? Oh,
don't worry. That's when the follow thing happened. I just point down. That way you know to follow on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know what the hell you were doing. I was like, oh shit, did I say something wrong? Are we about to get banned from Twitch like Zane on the game? I didn't know what was going on. All right, cool. Yeah, bad Italian accents, and also, don't put your whole culture under the bus like that and just say like that's what we do. Here, let me do a bad one. That's what we do. We just my favorite thing that he said as far as the truth, his truth is that they misinterpreted his truth.
Like, bro,
that's just how I show love. I just pat you on the ass.
Like, I'm serious. Like, how do you is he unaware of the culture that's been going around for since Me Too came out, and he decided
he's done this for 10 years. He's done this for 10 years. The scandals have been going on for 10 years, and he's just not getting it.
He don't even see nothing wrong. I'm like, bro, you can't just grope women. I know you was taught at a young age you can't just grab whatever you want. That's not appropriate.
I've never been taught that.
So you just grab whatever you want, just do it, just because you can. It's sound like some other stuff, but the truth don't matter at the end of the day. Like,
I think the most borderline thing I've heard as far as like an aggressive thing that you should do is like, if you care about her and you look in her eyes and you get that feeling, it feels consensual in a sense. I know we didn't use that word consensual, but it feels like she likes you too. Just grab her by the face and kiss her. And then she tell you, no, I didn't want that. She's either gonna tell you she didn't want that, or it is what it is. But you don't go to jail for that. They don't call you a pervert or anything for that. Just say, you misinterpreted the move. Okay, well, I'm gonna go on because Cuomo, he might be a rich guy, and maybe these girls were flirting with him. I don't know. We don't know the truth.
And by the way, let's go over. Well, he's kind of admitted he did some of it. They misinterpreted what I did. I'm like, so you okay, but in the same case with Joe Biden. And the sniff and the weird old man sniff. Some people say, look at him, a creepy old pervert. And then you have 45 Donald Trump. So he grabbed him on live TV. And they like, oh, he's good. He can grab mine. And then, but Joe's a pervert. And I'm like, if truth was truth and we held everybody even, either they both wouldn't be or they both would. It's not based on who you like. You know what I mean? I think Cuomo kind of so unliked that everybody just agree. I don't think he even has support.
I'm not even like beefing with him at this point. Like, I don't like if the allegations are true, I have a problem with him. But like, he just seems like this super aloof guy, and it is what it is.
He's an Italian Joe.
He's that's whatever, and he can say that about himself. I don't want anybody to ever go on the news and be like, I shot him. Of course, I'm black. Duh. I don't want that. I don't need that.
Fight because I'm Scottish.
It's so many bad stereotypes at this point, like that we cannot say anymore.
Yo, what if the baby got on TV and said, I'm homophobic because I'm a rapper?
Like that's actually a really good example. Because like apparently being gay is the least rapper like thing you can do.
Like, yo, people get upset. Like, they get real mad. They be like, even Biggie and them say stuff. You misinterpret what Biggie said. He said, what he said? Your dog looks so
Because there
good.
should have never been a controversy about Lil Wayne and Baby kissing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my son. I kissed him. But everybody misinterpreted, or their truth was if two dudes kiss like that, that really ain't like that. I mean, or your son becomes a certain age where you don't kiss him on the mouth no more. You know what I'm saying? You might do that when they're a little kid, that baby. But you know, Tom Brady's had some of that fallout. But you know, those are some of the headlines that we see. And speaking of headlines, YouTubers at this point, it seems like I say we because we part of it because we're YouTubers. I'm not saying we do that though, but you know, sometimes you just say stuff to try and get towards like a certain audience. You want them to just I need to click. I need that view. Like go into that because you actually been in this game longer than me.
Yeah, it's basically like the news media. We say things that we know people will agree with. Even if people on Fox News don't agree, they're not gonna say nothing that the people that watch Fox News don't agree with.
Give me a quick second.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna just agree to go on there and not do what they meant to do. They trying to get viewers. They trying to get listeners. Like let's go over the reaction channels and music reaction channels. They're not gonna go off for Eminem. Why? Because a lot of the bigger ones, a lot of that community, it's based around Eminem. That's the truth. It's based around Eminem and his followers enjoying the music reviews. That's how a lot of them got on. It'll be hard if you just go in there and say this Eminem song that probably not as good. Eminem does usually hit, no lie. But if I say the Eminem song is not as good as I thought it was, or if what we perceive it to be, I'm going to automatically assume that I can't say nothing bad because his audience will get mad. He has a big fan base. Eminem has a huge fan base. Just like if you have a mostly black audience, or you have a mostly conservative audience, or you have a mostly liberal audience, most people tend to just stay in their lane and to cultivate. So when you see a lot of YouTubers and they see something, even if they don't agree with it, they'll write a topic about it and they'll say it. I've seen YouTubers go on the same thing with the media. I've seen YouTubers say something about something, their audience gets upset and attacks them, and they backtrack and say something insane to make up for it. That's the society we in now. We're in a society where news media, everything says the things people want to hear to get views, because it's more about views than facts. Again, facts don't matter. Money matters. I need money. How do I get money? This large portion of the audience believe that somehow COVID makes us zombies or something. Like bath salt. Like I said, it makes us zombies who want to eat people's faces in about a year from now. So their reason is because some reason they listen to I Am Legend. They have listened to I Am Legend and all of a sudden decided that we're going to be zombies. So I guess that's happening. So I'll see y'all next year and we'll be zombies. But like and subscribe if you don't want me to become a zombie. I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, yeah, like and subscribe if you don't want me to be a zombie. But at the same time, I won't. But yeah, that's a thing. Liking, saying things that you know a majority will agree with to get views. You see it in every facet of media. You see it. And unfortunately, that probably be a problem because people hate everything we say, no matter what side it is, because I don't care. I speak how I feel. One person does speak his mind is Joe Rogan. He tends to get in trouble for it. Even though sometimes he is misinformed. I don't know why you would go to Joe Rogan, who is a comedian, for like sourceful information. He did have a source. The source came out and said he was responding to a chicken disease, and that COVID is made different because it's a vaccine that works 60% or 60% or whatever. The Delta variant maybe make it 70%. But he said that's normal for vaccine because a flu shot doesn't stop the flu. We did get the chicken pox one, but he said that one took 15 years to get a permanent chicken pox one. And this is more like the flu than a chicken pox, which is a internal disease. So he went on to explain that, the guy that wrote the report that he cited and stuff like that, just saying things that people agree with. And you should really consider, like, is people saying something just to appease me? Because they like yes men to like people. That's why these companies are horrible. They just got people that agree with everything they say. Like, oh, that's amazing. You know that song trash. You tell your boy, go back and try it again.
Yeah, big fan of that.
Yo, that beat go hard, but you trash on it. Go and try again, my guy. Because you trying to get on. That's so I'm going to help you get on. You did not kill that, homie.
Man. Like, this coming, and this ain't because I'm telling you this because I'm your boy, but also I'm coming to you from a place of, I know hip hop. I think I know what a good song is, at least. I ain't gotta like it, but I just ain't feeling that. You know what? We gotta do a new segment. I think we need to make this a thing. Every episode, at some point, I dip out and let you go in, and we just take me off the screen. You just go in and call it a Zell moment, alpha moment, something like that. I think that should be a mainstay of this show.
Yo, man,
where you just get to go in on your favorite topic and just go in. I just get out the way.
Bro, we supposed to have What's the Tea with TT Pat, but she don't show up.
Nobody's studying Pat. Ain't nobody studying Pat. Ain't nobody. And hold on. You know what? I'm doing this part just for you, Pat. Ain't nobody studying TT Pat because TT Pat won't come on the show. We've been trying to get TT Pat on the show for years, and TT Pat got all the tea, but TT Pat don't come spill none. So I think we can be done mentioning TT Pat if you ask me. So that's where I'm at. That's what I heard. I heard TT Pat ain't trying to be as big as TT Pat can really be. So hopefully y'all get to see TT Pat at some point.
Hopefully.
Just throwing that out there.
But yeah.
Excellent segment. Could be an excellent segment because the bitch spills everything.
We need some more Ariana Grande. What didn't the album just come out? It would have been perfect.
Man, facts. Actually, yeah, man. Oh my God. So Pat. So here's a story. So while I was on vacation, TT Pat was to watch the Gottis, Baby Gotti and Gotti. Was supposed to watch them. Well, TT Pat was doing TT Pat things and may have snuck TT Pat's head in every now and then. And I come back and my YouTube suggestions are totally, listen, I do First Amendment audits. I watch that. I watch Dragon Ball Z random Super Saiyan theories. I watch people get cussed out on Twitch. That's my YouTube right now. And then like how to do stuff to make OBS, how to do OBS stuff. Like that's my stuff right now. I come back. Ariana Grande playlist is just all through my stuff. I knew about the Ariana Grande Fortnite thing before I even saw it on Twitter because it came up in my suggestions like, hey, did y'all know Ariana? I didn't know that. So shout out to TT Pat. I mean, that's how I came back. It was a lot of Cardi B was in my suggestions at that point. Like it took a lot of hours to get my stuff back to where YouTube knew that it was me back on it. But for a second there, it was Doja Cat. It was Doja Cat, which I don't mind. I don't mind. We know she had her little allegations back in the day. I don't mind. She's a cute chick. Doja Cat, Cardi B, Ariana Grande for 100% sure. Which I do love her song that she has with The Weeknd, by the way. She got it. Save your tears for another day. I like that song a lot. But yeah, so that came back. I mean, we're talking about YouTube right now, and I'm thinking about how, bruh, y'all think this shit easy, dog. You watching us right now, you listening to us right now, y'all think this shit easy. This shit ain't easy, bruh. I said something early in the podcast about how I got to study a whole curriculum in order to make my stuff look like this whole time. I just been doing stuff on a camera or my phone camera or this, that, and the third. I've come up a lot in my time of doing this since I started on my daddy's birthday, January 23rd. I'm sorry. It started on my something to do with my daddy, but at any rate, it started then. back in before COVID. That's when it happened. So in 2019, December 2019, that's when I dropped my first episode, December 23rd. And I had this camcorder and I was trying to do it. And I had people, my homie came out from San Francisco and sat down with me. And he sat with his fiance. Shout out to them. I can't wait to go vlog that. That's gonna be incredible. Because we love Mountain View, California. We love it. Dude, I've come a long way. I didn't have a logo on my shit. I was like, see, I got this arm now for my people that can't see. I have an arm, but for the people that like can see, obviously you can see I have like an arm thing now. I used to lean, like I'm 6'2", and I have this bar table thing. And I had to lean all the way down so that y'all could like hear me. Like I've come a long way. Shout out to Zelmay. I just want y'all to know.
Hunchback Joe.
Bruh, I was like leaning, dude. Like y'all can go back and actually I may screenshot something for the what's my name? For the thumbnail. So y'all can see like how I was doing this. Like I was really leaning down. I put a whole bunch of action figures in front of me. I was like, I'm about to be popping, dog. That's how I came into this game. I was like, I'm about to be popping. I got a camera. I got this setup, if you will. Bruh, lighting was bad. It turns out that the camera I was using can only do 27 minutes at a time. As you can tell from this episode, I talk a lot. So it only did 27 minutes at a time. Then there was this gap and I had to figure that part out. And then I had to figure out mix crack. It was, dude, doing this shit that we do, that me and Zelmay doing, like, bruh, that's why I be kind of like low-key offended when people be like, come up to me and say, oh, bruh, I saw some of your show, man, that shit was funny, but I didn't see the share or nothing like that. I'd be kind of offended because, bruh, this shit takes a lot. And before I was doing it, before I started figuring out editing, I used to give my shit, I used to give my stuff off to Zelmay, Lay Alpha. I used to give it off to him. And one day he was like, bruh, you gonna have to learn how to do this shit yourself because I can't just do this for you. You gonna have to learn how to do this. And I went down that rabbit hole, but he's already been down it. Bruh, I want y'all to know, if you want to do YouTube, if you want to get on Twitch, I'm fighting Twitch right now. I'm fighting Twitch. I just want to play Red Dead Redemption and just record it and talk to people. But there's a whole nother rabbit hole I got to go down there to try and get the chat popping and bruh, this shit ain't easy. And that I think about Generation Z. Y'all think that y'all can just turn on a camera, do a TikTok, and go on about y'all business and think y'all gonna be rich. Bruh, this shit ain't easy. And this is real life. This is real life advice from Uncle Joe. I got the bonnet on today. This real life advice from Uncle Joe. Bruh, you can't just turn no camera on and be like, I'm a funny ass nigga. No, that's not how this works. It's a lot to this shit. It's a lot of cards on file for this shit. It's a lot of like, damn, this is my last $10 for this shit. Just to see if Facebook would allow for you to get at least maybe 325 extra viewers because they don't show you stuff. We fighting against algorithms. We're fighting against a whole lot of different things. And so Generation Z, you think you could just have a little bit of technology. I got these camera lights in front of me. I got a camera. I got 3 screens in front of me. Yeah, sometimes I get 9 fucking views after all the work that I put in and all the time that we put in it. This is about to be our long show. End of the day, we put work into this. We did a pre-production meeting. We have a syllabus style script. We put a lot of shit into this, bruh. We put in our last dimes for a lot of this shit. So don't just hop on there and just think that you're just funny and think that this TikTok and all this shit, man. That's not how this works. And I'm just telling you, it's a lot harder than what the fuck y'all think this is. I apologize for cussing. Zelmay, your thoughts?
By the way, Generation Z, I ain't gonna pile on.
I apologize. I don't mean to be, but this not how it works. Hold on. One more thing. I work too. I have a job. You can't just be like, no, I quit my job because this gonna pop off. No, you got to keep working. You got to keep on beat because a lot of this stuff, you worrying about trying to make your money back at this point. And it's gonna be a lot of years of where you just in a hole, in a hole, in a hole. Hell, I'm in the hole. I'm in the hole. Sick of paying Visa. I got visas all through my wallet. But I got to pay them motherfuckers I got to pay them folk every month. Put this on a credit card, put that on a credit card. Oh, I got lucky and got an Amazon gift card one day. Oh Lord, now I can buy this. I didn't know what I was gonna do. It ain't that. I'm just telling y'all, you're gonna have to fight and get through some stuff unless you get lucky and put Gorilla Glue in your hair and tell everybody about it and everybody laughing at your ass and make you viral. And then you decide that you do a GoFundMe and now you get more than enough money for your surgery and then they give it to you for free. That doesn't happen very often. That doesn't happen very often. Most people that want to make it on this thing, either you're the first one to do it and it takes some time. I know a lot of y'all like Mark Phillips, RDC World. Y'all seen him kicking it with LeBron. It took a while for him to get there. It took a lot of years of him having 100 views, 18 views. It took a few years for them to make that pop off. But all it takes is one. So keep on grinding, but you're going to have to grind. I'm sorry. You're going to have to grind. It's a part of it. And I wish you the best of luck, but this shit ain't easy. Tell me, go for it.
I think KSI said it took him 3. Logan Paul said it took him 7. No Life Shaq said it took him 1,000 videos before he popped off.
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out the algorithm ain't easy. As you can see that light that I'm not using right now. I use that for when I use the green screen because I needed both shadows. And I see that's the thought process you have to start getting into to make the video look.
See?
By the way, I want y'all to understand. Go look at my first video. Joe, I want you to do this too. I'm using literally the same webcam. And look, I figured out so much stuff with lighting and everything.
From your Zelmay page or from Overall 99 Media page?
Just go
can follow right now.
Yeah, just follow. Just subscribe. By the way, look at the first one. Go to the oldest. And look how the light.
Go to your page or Overall 99?
Overall 99. And
okay, I'm going to it right now. And then maybe we can do a quick segue for the YouTube part of it where we can actually show some like the first 5 seconds of it or something.
I just showed you just show a picture on here and they can see it. But
okay, fair enough.
This is the same webcam I bought in 2017 when I started YouTube. My problem before last year was I was doing 100 things. Y'all, if y'all go to my Zelmay channel, you'll understand my story on why YouTube wasn't as huge for me at that moment. I started in 2017, did my first podcast with Trey, did 3 more podcasts. They will never see the light of day because those are the wildest podcasts you could ever have. I probably got famous off of them, but yeah, I don't know if it was worth it. But I did this, I did that. Then I started back last year when COVID hit. Why? Because as a photographer, shooting weddings and family reunions and whatever, and was trying to go to the casino. It's kind of difficult when COVID happens and the casino shut down, Joe, and you can't go to a wedding because. So I'm like, I ain't got no way to make no money. Joe, when you ain't got no way to make money, you learn a whole lot of lessons, Joe. Okay, I can't take pictures of your dogs. Like I was taking pictures of people's dogs and making bread. I'm just telling you the truth about making bread. I can still go do that probably now. Just go to Bay Spring, just take pictures of people's dogs. Them people in the suburbs love that, but they'll pay you $300 just to take like 80 photos, dog. I don't have to use the whole battery in my camera. But yeah, so basically,
this channel came from the mud.
That's what I'm saying. Go look at them early. Look at the Doja Cat one that you were talking about earlier. But yeah, and look at the quality. I'm using the same webcam. I just figured out how to do things right, and I look actually incredible with this.
This page is 6 years old, y'all.
Oh yeah, we started with West Music because I was
West Music.
It had a lot of his music early on. Starting 5, shout out to that did well, by the way. That's when I was in only behind the scenes mode with West, and that's how we got all them subs and the Instagram was, and that stressful. But yeah, So it's a grind. I just want everybody to know it's a grind, Gen Z. I know you blessed with a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, a lot of ability to see people your age succeeding in things you want. But the thing is, I want you to always understand about life is, though you don't know what those people went through to get it, and some of them just lucky. And by the way, most of those people that you see on TikTok that's famous, I know people like to say, "Oh, look how they got on." They came from look at what their parents do. Like they got vlogs, but and listen what their parents do. Their parents not broke. They can afford the best equipment right away. Like they don't got to grind for us. I just want you to know they can pay somebody to figure out the algorithm for them that done figured it out.
Bronny don't gotta dribble a basketball ever again in his life.
He's on phase, dog, because his dad LeBron James. Let's be honest. But shout out to him though. He's out of all them.
No, like he probably puts in the work enough because we don't want to get into that thing. We don't want LeBron to come over and cuss us out like he did that dude that said, "How does he not get that call in the house that LeBron James built?" We're not saying that he's not putting the work. The dude is a decent game player. He's better than me, I'm for sure. In Fortnite and all that stuff that they play. But what I'm saying is that like in this day and age, do you gotta be a hooper to make 20 million a year? No. If you get put on, man, you gotta show up.
Yeah, so
even in those cases, I know that me and my boys are, man, we just kicking it. We talk about a little bit of everything, but you know, that's what you do when you get with your homies and sit down, have your little Sprite in a cup. And you just sit back with your homies. You got anything else for this episode? Anything else you want to speak on before we get up out of here?
I want y'all to understand to keep stumping. I know this episode we didn't spend much time on that Gen Z because I didn't I just want to talk about it a little bit because I seen that topic like they don't want to earn it. I seen a lot of people say they want to exist. I'm gonna tell you.
No, but if you got more to say on it, go for it right now. Do it right now.
We gotta talk about. I am gonna talk about people that say I just want to exist, I deserve to just exist. Existing is a miserable.
Go ahead, go for it. I ain't gonna stop you. Go ahead.
Existing is a miserable prospect. Just imagine just existing. It's like I see this stupid thing that people it's like nature, they just exist. No, nature does things. Even trees, they grow, they sprout, they make grocery, they create shade. They allow pollen to go into different trees. The bees work, the ants do what they do, animals do what they do, they feed. Certain animals are just made to feed to keep population growth down because there are predators. Some animals are meant to do other things. The insects are meant to do this. They are meant to take this and take there. Some animals are to keep humans in check or something like to annoy you or something. They all got a purpose. So you got a purpose too. Even if your purpose is just to make somebody's day one day. Take advantage of your purpose. You are not here just to exist. Just existing is miserable. That's probably why you're sad. I'm being honest. How do you be happy just being here? I don't know how you could just be happy just existing. No, you have a purpose, even if it's small. I'm not saying you have to be rich. You have to be famous. You have to be this. But sometimes your purpose is just to push that person forward they need it. And I promise you in your life, if you do that, and 10 years later, they meet you at Walmart and tell you change their life, that will change the way you think about life. So that happened to me.
Thanks.
Some dude I sat with in high school that nobody else sat with told me, you saved my life in high school. And I was like, yo, that's what life is about. That's why I tell people life is your book. No matter what you go through in it, you write the ending. You write how you are remembered. You write how people remember you, even if it's a few. But if you can get people to remember you and like, you know what? This dude caused this and this and this. And now life is good because as Tupac said before we get out of here, I might not change the world. That says La Alpha, by the way. I know y'all can't see it. Hopefully we get that fit when I get some more equipment because we're going to improve some more.
Glove Shay. Shout out to my boy Zell May. He done got that thing from Amazon, man. And he is missing letters too, I heard. But that's cool.
Oh, no. It says La Alpha. It's 100% La Alpha. But
it's missing letters, y'all.
But you can't see it.
The rest of the letters up the road.
So when you see, actually they write all the letters. It's 100 letters in here. They give me too much. I'm like, bro, I don't want to do it. But
he got 19 B's in there.
But I'm gonna get that camera. Y'all be able to see it better when I get the more focused camera because it's a webcam I'm using. But All I gotta tell y'all is something amazing. If you keep stomping, something amazing will happen. And it's all just as Tupac said. I want to leave off on what Tupac said. Joe, you got anything to say before I leave off on a Tupac quote? Because we gotta leave off on a Tupac quote.
I don't think we always have to do that, but that's okay.
No,
we don't have to always leave off on him specifically. I'm a Biggie guy. So.
But West Side.
I want to say keep on stomping, and you can go 12 for 13 in a preseason game like my boy Josh Haskins on his way to trying to become the next quarterback of the Steelers. But the one pass that you did miss was awful, bad. But you got a touchdown out of it. So keep on stomping because you might score a touchdown after throwing a really bad throw. Keep on stomping because it was bad. They're playing against the Eagles tonight.
They are. By the way, again, to let y'all know, we leaving off a Tupac quote. I might not change the world, but maybe I inspired the one that will. Peace.
Peace. You might be Andy Reid and be too fat to coach.
Don't listen to Skip Bayless. Peace.